Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're just about ready to go here with the Pro AquaX class. Hello, everybody. My name is Mike Young. I'm going to be your host, and welcome to Daytona Beach for those of you listening in on the live stream from around the world. Out there on the racetrack today, we'll have boat number 46, the Mac Attack, Chris McCluggage. Boat number 782, Brian Baldwin. 71 is Chris Saxon. Boat number 77 on the Miss Geico, Jason Russo. Coming to us out of Italy, boat number 93, Michele Castonato. Boat number 94 is Erminio Iantasco. 117, Aksa Aswar from Indonesia. His brother, Ero Aswar, will be on boat number 119. Boat number 128, Daniel Steele, moving up. Boat number 149, Factory Sea-Doo rider, Tim Ducat. 171, Brian Simpson. Boat number 212, the Clipper, Mike Klippenstein. Boat number 217, coming back after a 5-year hiatus, Nicolas, the Fighter Rius. Boat number 219, it's Tommy Mango Ulswang. Boat number 220 is Spoondog Blaine Spooner. 248 out of Denmark is Marcus Jorgensen. Boat number 300 making his debut with AquaX from Kuwait City, Kuwait, Abdullah Al-Fadel. Boat number 361 is the Outlaw Eric Lagopoulos out of Sarasota, Florida. 416 is Paul Green. 585, Victor Nolan out of Baltimore, Maryland. Boat number 911 from West Palm Beach, Eric Francis. C477 coming to us from north of the border, Jay Edworthy. And coming to us out of France, we've got the F222, Didier Chebet. Boat number F41, David Chassier. And F99, Cyril Lemon. As the riders get staged up at the south end of the track. Again, for those of you folks listening in, welcome to Daytona Beach, and we are just about set to go with our first moto of Pro AquaX for the 2017 season. Before we get started, we'd like to say a very special thanks to our great sponsors, including Sea-Doo, Yamaha, Kawasaki, HydroTurf, Jet Pilot, Riva Racing, Suncoast Charities for Children, Jet Renew, Jet Lift, and Kissimmee Sports. Well, on the inside, looking like he grabbed pole position, it looks like Ero Aswar. Aswar, the current world points leader in AquaX, and took a second here nationally in the USA last season. So here we go. It's time to kick the tires and light the fires here in Daytona. Again, 25 riders ready to do battle. As you see them being staged. Far south side of the track, green flag drops, and we are off and away. A great start right there. Looked like everybody was very even. And it looks like C477 coming from the middle of the pack, Jay Edworthy. But look out, Edworthy, you got company. There's the Mac Attack, Chris McCluggage. So a battle to that first turn, as we view it from our eye in the sky up here in the 6th floor. So you can see McCluggage side by side, 911. That is Eric Francis on the inside. And a lot of blue boats out there this season. We also got Iantasco, boat number 94. Iantasco also working from the inside, riding on that Sea-Doo RXPX, and it looks like Iantasco going to grab the first hole shot of 2017. Erminio Iantasco out of Naples, Florida. His parents own a pizza shop down there, Mamma Mia's Pizza, some of the best pizza in South Florida. On the outside of Iantasco, as we take a look down, it looks to be Francis. And Francis almost getting together there with, looks like one of the Dean's team boats. Looks like that was 212, the Clipper, actually. Mike Klippenstein settles in at third place. Francis overtakes second, and we've still got Iantasco out in front. So that's the way they stack up. And here comes the fighter, Nicolas Rius. His first race back after 5 years, ladies and gentlemen. Now in the attack position, and Rius has moved up into the 3rd spot. You got McCluggage back there in the 4th spot. You know, and yesterday at the press conference, you know, we talked to Rius and McCluggage and talked a little bit about that battle that they had going for about 25 years. And in Rius taking a 5-year break, now both of them back out here on the track together. They said that they're going to bring back some of that excitement that we had through the 90s and early 2000s. Back out to your leader, Erminio Iantosca. Iantosca with about a 2-second lead right now over second place. And Iantosca on a rigorous training regimen down in his home again in Naples, Florida. So getting a bird's eye view of our top 5 riders there. Taking a look, Eric Francis, the Eagle out of West Palm Beach, ended up 3rd overall for the season last year, and I know that he wants to do a little better than that, trying to pull up and show Erminio Iantosca a keel. You know, in motocross they call it showing him a wheel, and aquacross we call it showing him a keel. So Iantosca is still in the lead, even though Francis on the 911 is challenging. Francis again, a pull in the water, trying to reel him in, airs it out just a little bit. And that is going to give Iantosca a little bit more breathing room. And look at this 3-way battle for 3rd place right now. Rius and McCluggage side by side, and McCluggage gets stuffed. Rius working the inside, McCluggage on the outside. And you can see Rius settling in as Francis now in that battle as well. A 3-way battle there between 911 Francis, 217 Rius, and 46 Chris McCluggage. McCluggage, of course, last year's P1 Aquacross champion. And he's the guy pretty much with the bullseye on his back. Again, 30 minutes plus a lap. A lot of time to go here, folks. So these guys trying to play it smart. 911, Eric Francis. Francis having a little mishap with the pit vehicle a little earlier today, but we won't talk about that. So again, 25 riders doing battle. This aquacross course that we're taking a look out there, just about a mile to a mile and a half long. Iantosca, your leader, working his way around the 3 big marshmallows, north end of the track. And Iantosca still with a decent lead and a lot of battling going on for that 2nd place. And that's allowed Iantosca to get ahead by about 4 to 5 seconds now. So he's increased that lead over Francis by about 4 to 5 seconds. And it looks like one of our riders actually coming down through the chicane, and I believe that was Francis, as Iantosca takes a look around him, trying to find out where the rest of the pack is. Francis picking up some new sponsorship with that helmet, running the Stars and Bars this weekend. Eric also sponsored by Dave's Auto Body, and, of course, Dave Bamdis down at Riva Racing. A beautiful view from the shores here of Daytona of round number 1 of the P1 Aquacross Tour. We invite everybody to join us for our amateur race coming up here toward the end of May, and that's going to be over in Kissimmee. Then we'll be in Sarasota, as well as St. Petersburg, going to the West Coast. So make sure you check out p1aquacross.com for our latest schedule. Taking a look at Chris McCluggage out there. McCluggage currently running in the 4th place position. Cyril Limon out of France running in 5th. And I'll tell you, what a story that is. Cyril Limon last year, if you were here in Daytona, or in case you weren't here in Daytona, Cyril had a compound fracture in his femur, and took him pretty much, I believe, like 6 months to recover. And this is his first race back, so glad to see him out here. And we got a battle going on right now between McCluggage and Iantosca. These two grew up right next to each other. Bond rail to bond rail. Yamaha versus Sea-Doo. Here we go. And once again, Iantosca on the inside has the position as he took, I believe, went the wrong way on the course. Not quite sure what happened there, if McCluggage just sent him to the inside. We'll try to get the official ruling on that, as we've just got a monitor that we're taking a look at here, so I couldn't see if that was a missed buoy or not from Iantosca. Meanwhile, I believe it is McCluggage. So Iantosca, we are getting confirmation, did go to the wrong side of that buoy. So I believe that puts McCluggage in the lead. And again, Chris McCluggage, not only sponsored by Monster Energy, but Dean's Team, Broward Motorsports, Factory Yamaha, Mack Racing, Hamilton's Customs, all helping him out in his campaign for 2016. And I believe he's got them all back on board here for 2017. Hey, why wouldn't you want to sponsor the GOAT? So Nicolas Rius, I believe, has moved up into that third spot. Meanwhile, McCluggage trying to get past Ducat. And I believe Ducat just about going a lap down. Chris McCluggage, your race leader. Meanwhile, we got some dirty laundry out on the track. I see some yellow flags coming up from our course marshals. So rider down. We'll let the course marshals tend to that. Meanwhile, we're going to take a look here at Ian Tosca still in that second place position as Ian Tosca working his way through some back markers. Rius in third. Ian Tosca on the white and gold trimmed in black, number 94. And I'm not quite sure if he hit the penalty buoy or not. Well, again, that's a call for our officials, but unofficially in second place. Eric Francis has the top speed in the race so far at 70.4 mile per hour, by far the fastest speed on the track. So keep your eyes on the Eagle. The Eagle is looking to land here in Daytona. McCluggage and Ian Tosca still your battle for first place. Boat number 46, McCluggage again out of Naples, Florida, as is number 94, Ian Tosca. Them two grew up right next to each other. McCluggage's dad owned a gas station, and Ian Tosca's mom and dad owned a pizza shop, and they used to play in the parking lot together. Good story. By the way, Chris McCluggage has got the fastest lap time right now at 1 minute and 29 seconds. 1 minute, 29 seconds. That is the fastest lap time. And McCluggage, of course, your race leader out there, as Ian Tosca, boat number 94, going past some back markers. Once again, folks, you're just arriving to the beach. We'd like to welcome everybody out. It's P1 AquaCross Tour. This is our inaugural race of the season. Always a good one. Always got a stacked field of talent. And today, definitely a stacked field of talent out there with McCluggage and Baldwin, Saxon, Russo, Ian Tosca, the Aswar brothers. And that's who I'm looking for right now. Aero Aswar took second in the national points last year, current world points leader. So I'm taking a look for the 119 out there. 46, still your race leader, Chris McCluggage. And McCluggage, we have been told earlier today he was supposed to ride the GP 1800, that he might have went back to last year's boat. We'll see if we can't get confirmation on that before the second moto tomorrow. Again, the wave conditions laid down a little bit from yesterday to today, so a lot of these guys going back to switch up their boats. And there is the Outlaw, boat number 361, Eric Lagopoulos. Lagopoulos out of Sarasota, Florida, where he runs the Waterfront 2 restaurant down in Osprey, voted Sarasota County's #1 prime rib. Lagopoulos also on a Yamaha this season. Great shot from our eye in the sky. Two riders just about getting together there on the back side of the track. Once again, Chris McCluggage, still your race leader out there, and he's trying to open up that gap on Ian Tosca and Rius. And, it looks like our Italian rider having some problems out there. Michele Calansanato out of Italy, boat number 93, pulling up to the beach a little bit early, on his Yamaha FZS SVHO. Ian Tosca trying to get past the back marker. And when I say back marker, that means that the rider's about ready to go a lap down, for those of you that aren't in tune with our race jargon up here. There we take a look at our riders coming down the front straightaway. And Ian Tosca being told he has missed that marshmallow buoy down the front straightaway, I believe, the last couple times. And he's the course marshal's out there to direct him. Ian Tosca picking up some sponsorship from Riva this year. So Nicolas Rius has moved into second, pushing Ian Tosca back to third. And again, the results you're hearing right now are unofficial. We are calling it as we see it on the monitor here. Nicolas Rius, 217, the fighter, not looking bad after a 5-year hiatus. I talked to him yesterday. He said, Mike, I've been getting up 4:30 in the morning every morning this year and going to the gym. And I'll tell you what, the kid's looking really fit, best shape I've seen him in quite a while. And we all wish him the best of luck. And welcome to AquaCross, Nicolas Rius. Rius not only sponsored by Factory Yamaha, but Rius Racing, as well as Beach Shack Racing. He owns a rental in Lake Havasu. And looks like we got a boat going astray here. Rider coming off the boat, Boat coming up all the way close to the shoreline, trying to get a number on that. We'll see if we can't get a number, let you know who that was that had that hard get off there on the north side of the track. They're saying possibly Lagopoulos. No, check that. That's Marcus Jorgensen. I was going to say, I don't see Lagopoulos coming off too many times. That was 248, Marcus Jorgensen out of Denmark. Jorgensen last year took a fourth place in Lake Worth, second to the last stop. Looked real good there. And looks like he's switched hulls. He was on a Kawasaki last year, on a Yamaha this year. Your race leader working his way through the back of the pack right now. And again, this is where things get interesting. Very similar for you Moto fans out there, very similar to Arena Cross. You know, Arena Cross has a very short track, and they go 16 to 20 laps, so there's always getting into lap traffic, and how you get by those lappers often determines whether you make the podium or not. And we'll see how Chris McCluggage handles these lappers. He has been disposing of them pretty handily so far in this one. Taking a look once again at Nicolas Rius. Rius still in that third place position, trying to hunt down, check that, he's hunted down, rather, Arminio Iantosca, and he's got his gun sights set on the Mac Attack, Chris McCluggage. McCluggage with about 3 back markers in front of him. It's McCluggage, Rius, Iantosca, 1, 2, and 3 right now. That is your battle for first place. All right, so once again, taking a look, 46, McCluggage trying to get past another lapped rider here as he goes by the red boat right there at the start-finish line. Past the tetrahedron and back out into the tame Atlantic Ocean this weekend. Once again, 25 riders out here doing battle in this pro class. For those of you folks listening in on the live stream, we had our first moto of amateur a little earlier today, and congratulations to Team CRT's Carlito Devallier taking first place in that amateur class. 35 riders competing in that amateur class today, so a great job there by Carlito. Boat number 94, Iantosca, still in that third place position behind Rius and trying to keep Rius in his gun sights as he works his way through the back of the pack. And again, reading the waves right there, not letting it close up on him as you see him ride down the shoreline a little bit. So Iantosca, very smart rider, knows how to ride the surf. McCluggage, your race leader, and you can tell things start to slow down a little bit out there. Aksa Aswar, 117, has moved up into that fourth place position. And Eric Francis currently in fifth. Francis had the fastest boat out there first couple laps, again achieving a top speed of 70.1 mile per hour. Not too bad in these surf conditions. McCluggage, your race leader, coming up to the Miss Geico right now and ready to put the Chicken Hawk a lap down. Once again, great shot from the drone there as we go back downstairs, and it looks like we're watching boat number 99. That is Sorel Lemon, and I believe Sorel Lemon currently in fifth place position, which is fantastic. Obviously doing a lot better off than he was here last year. Great to have him back out here. Again, we got 3 French riders out there. The F222 is Didier Cherbet. Boat number F41, David Chassier, and F99, Sorel Lemon. And there we go. There is Aksa Aswar. Aswar on the move, and Aswar had to take off the last half of the season as well as he was injured. So great to have Aksa back in the lineup as well. Aksa currently running in the fourth place position, and he's running for BNJ as well as Dean's Team Racing, Factory Yamaha. Once again, folks, while we have the opportunity, we'd like to say a very special thanks to our sponsors this weekend, who include Sea-Doo, Yamaha, Kawasaki, HydroTurf, Jet Pilot, Riva Racing, Suncoast Charities for Children, Jet Renew, and Jet Lift. And a special thanks to our host hotel here in Daytona. We're going to thank the Plaza, but boat number 117 off of his boat, Aksa Aswar, was in 4th place. And unfortunately doing the Michael Phelps right now, trying to get a course marshal's attention and yank his goggles off. Needed to get some air in those goggles so they would quit fogging up. So a course marshal's out there to rescue Aksa, but he is losing some valuable positions right now. Aksa's brother, Arrow Aswar, on boat number 119. Them guys also picking up, I believe, some Broward Motorsports sponsorship this year, the Aswar brothers. Arrow Aswar, once again, 119 is the current world points leader right now. And last year, again, as I pointed out, took 2nd overall in AquaX. Your race leader, I believe, still Chris McCluggage, boat number 46. And McCluggage cutting through the Daytona surf here like a hot knife through butter. Taking a look at Daniel Steele, boat number 128. Good to have Daniel moving up. Daniel was the 200 amateur enduro Florida champion last year. And Daniel worked with Greater Motorsports for many, many years. Now transferring over, I believe Broward Motorsports has bought that shop out. So Broward Motorsports sponsoring a lot of these riders out there. Daniel Steele, boat number 128, just one of them. And here's an interesting fun fact. Chris McCluggage has lapped all the way up to 6th place. Daniel Steele competing this weekend on the Yamaha FX SVHO. And Daniel, one heck of a mechanic. Helps out a lot of the riders in this class. Like Tommy Olswang, boat number 119, who moved up. Or I'm sorry, boat number 219, rather, who had moved up. Tommy was up there in the International Cup in the 250 amateur class last year and took a win in Fort Lauderdale. And McCluggage getting past another back marker. They're side by side right now. And I'm not sure, but it looked like that might have been the Clipper that he just got past. So McCluggage right now with a fairly comfortable lead, but still a lot of time left to go in this one. Again, you're watching Moto number 1, P1 AquaX, round number 1 here in Daytona Beach. All right, here comes McCluggage down the front straightaway, boat number 46. And you can see him leading the pack from our drone footage. By the way, Ian Tosca, who is currently in 3rd place, is 25 seconds ahead of 4th place, Cyril Lemon. Chris McCluggage on the GP 1800. And, Aksa's brother Arrow has also just come off now. So the Aswar brothers having a tough time here with this Daytona surf. Aksa came off a lap ago, now Arrow off. So a tough break for those two. So we're taking a look at Chris McCluggage, your race leader, as he goes past another back marker. And McCluggage looking strong out there. By the way, congratulations to the McCluggage family as they had a new addition earlier this week. Boat number 71, Chris Saxon. Again, we talked about Saxon a little bit earlier, who was the 300 amateur champ last season, making the jump up into the pro class, and he's finding a lot more talent up there. McCluggage working his way down the front straightaway toward the start-finish line. And another lap in the books there for the Mac Attack. Chris McCluggage, also known as the GOAT, the greatest of all time. And showing you why he's got that nickname. I believe Mac is 42 years old. I believe he's, yeah, right around 40, 42 years old. Out here dicing it up with these kids half his age. The gap between first and second place between McCluggage and Rius right now, 17.75 seconds. 17.75 seconds. Thank you, Jack. So that is your battle for first place, McCluggage and Rius. And how many times have I been up on the announcing tower and talked about that battle between McCluggage and Rius? And it looks like this one is going to be no different. It's going to come all the way down to the end here in Daytona. Taking a look at our top Canadian rider right now. It's a C477, Jay Edworthy. Edworthy, a winner of the Great Lakes Championship in the amateur division last season. As Rius able to get by Edworthy. 217, Nicolas Rius, originally out of Marseille, France, now makes his home in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, which is the mecca for personal watercraft racing, and where we hold our world finals for the last 36 years. A couple riders that I have not seen up on the screen here. Mike Klippenstein, Blaine Spooner, Abdullah Alfadel, trying to figure out where they may be on the track. Again, Ian Tosca still 25 seconds ahead of Lemon. Again, Ian Tosca in third, Cyril Lemon out of France in fourth. Your race leader still McCluggage with second place, Nicolas Rius. Great wide-angle shot here from the Plaza Beach Resort. Hope everybody's having a great time out there this weekend. I know that we sure are, and again, special thanks to all the powers that be here at the Plaza for hosting us. I know that they had a full hotel last night. By the way, Mac now 12 seconds ahead of Rius. Nicolas Rius has closed the gap on his GP 1800 by 5 seconds that last lap around. So look out, the fighter is back, and the fight is going to be on here today. Once again, you're only watching Moto number 1. Folks, make sure that you tune in tomorrow for Motos number 2 and 3. Another two great races coming your way. We've also got some more great jet cross coming up after this right here. We've got actually our pro ski jet cross. And you're going to want to stick around from that. 3 great riders from France over here to challenge the Americans. It's jet cross, the first time ever here in the United States. Back out to the front straightaway, and look at this drag race down the front straightaway. I'll tell you what, these guys are really kicking the tires and lighting the fires out there both today. Here comes some McCluggage once again, sponsored by Monster Energy, Broward Motorsports. He is your race leader. He's got a 12-second lead right now over Rius. The last time around, it was 12 seconds. We're going to try to let you know what it is this time around. Meanwhile, Jason Russo takes a swim out there, showing you his imitation of Michael Phelps. McCluggage, again, getting past some lapped riders. And you can see McCluggage, he knows he's got the race lead. Don't want to get in there, get tangled up with a lapped rider, knock off his boat, do anything stupid. And McCluggage, a very smart rider. You've seen how wide he went there. And a lot of you younger riders, a lot of you amateur riders could take a page out of his notebook, that's for sure. Mac now 20 seconds ahead. Now he's increased by 8 seconds that last time around over Rius. So again, these waves starting to play a factor here today as McCluggage pulls up side by side with Denmark's Marcus Jorgensen. Great race going on here as we head into the latter stages. It's still McCluggage. Now, McCluggage didn't start out as the leader. Started out in about 4th, 5th place and has worked his way through the pack, but has led pretty much the last 15 to 20 minutes of this one. Again, 30 minutes plus 1 lap. That's what we're looking at, folks. 30 minutes plus 1 lap. Again, the gap between first and second the last time around, 18 seconds between McCluggage and Rius. And again, Rius with about a 20-second gap over Ian Tosca. Ian Tosca with a 25-second gap over Cyril Lemon. Mac right now has lapped everyone except second and third place, except for Rius and Ian Tosca. Mac has lapped the entire field except for second or third. Yeah, you heard that right. The white flag is out. 1 lap to go. It's do or die time now for Rius. So McCluggage, he knows 1 more lap to go. He put in a lap time last time around of 1:29. And you know these guys got to be getting tired out there. We'll see if McCluggage can hold on. Got it in cruise control, takes a look around, knows he's got a comfortable lead, knows he's also got 2 more motos, so he could save that boat a little bit for tomorrow. And McCluggage again this weekend on the GP 1800, making its debut here at P1 Aquacross. So Mac with about a half lap to go. Rius with the pole in the water trying to reel him in, but Mac seen that white flag, and he hit the afterburners. And I'll tell you, that speaks volumes about the way that this guy trains like an animal. He is definitely a beast. The Mac Attack, the GOAT, your race leader, boat number 46. Not too much time left to go in this one as he works the north end of the track for the final time here in Moto number 1. So McCluggage just wants to stay out of all these amateurs' way. And the checkered flag getting ready to come out, ladies and gentlemen. How about it, folks? Time to stand up, clap, and, well, hold on a second. That's the white flag again. There comes the checkered. Yeah, the checkered was just a little bit late. So the checkered flag does come out. So congratulations. How about it, folks? Stand up, clap, and make some noise for the Monster Energy Dean's Team Yamaha Broward Motorsports Wambleton's racer, Chris McCluggage. McCluggage takes the win in fine fashion. So congratulations, Jet Pilot, Jet Lift, also helping out McCluggage this season. And looking for second place, Nicolas Rius. It looks like well, congratulations also, Nicolas Rius. Welcome back to personal watercraft racing and welcome to P1 Aquacross. McCluggage, your race winner, Rius in second. And we can see Chris there with Rick McCluggage helping him out, his older brother. Congratulations also, boat number 94, unofficially, Arminio Ian Tosca, getting third place on that Sea-Doo. And speaking of Sea-Doo, Sea-Doo's got, I talked to Tim McKercher yesterday from Look Marketing, and Sea-Doo actually has their bounty program in full effect here. The normal bounty to take an Aquacross win is $1,000. However, they added an extra $1,500 to the bounty. So if Sea-Doo wins this weekend, the winner will get an extra $2,500 courtesy of Sea-Doo. Down to the beach with Deanna right now. All right, for those of you folks that may be listening in on the live stream, we're going to go ahead and cut the stream, but we're going to be going live again right about 5 o'clock for race number 2. For those of you that are here live, we'll continue to call the action, but for those of you who are joining us via Facebook, make sure that you tune us back in at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Thank you.